Hello everybody, welcome back. This is Kevin with survivalistboards.com. We're back working on the chicken yard yet one more time. Got the fence put in, 3 sides of it. For those of you that was wondering what the corners were going to look like, this is what it looks like. I showed this on another video. Just a section of cattle panel put up there between the 2 posts. The other video I had the strand going across the top, and it was applying some pressure to the post, and I was worried about in the long run the post being pulled over. So I cut that strand, came in, nailed it, wrapped it around right there. What we're doing now is doing a video, YouTube video. Do what now? Yep. Hang on just a second, I'll be with you. I will. I'm worried about stuff like goats and dogs getting enough slack. See, this post I think shifted, and I got a lot of slack in that fence, and so stuff bumps up against it. I'm worried about, like right there, just a fox or a coyote or dog or goat getting enough slack to be able just to lift that fence. There's a low spot right there. So what we're going to do is we're going to take that barbless wire, run it about 6 inches off the ground in between these 2 strands, here and here. Then we're going to use hog rings, and we're going to come in and attach that barbless wire like every 18 to 2 foot to this vertical runner, and also to the T-post. Attach in somewhere in here and just go right on down. That'll be nice and tight, so if a dog or something comes up here and tries to weasel its way underneath that fence, that barbless wire will help add some tension to it. Got the spool of wire ran, inserted a 8-pound sledgehammer handle through the wire, and then just walked it down there, unrolled it. I just wanted to talk about for a minute about how I'm pulling this wire tight. This is an antique cast iron fence puller. My cousin found this working on a highline one day and gave it to me. It had a link right here, and then it went to a board. The link, there was a link of chain right here, then it went to like a V and went out to a board. You know, like you hooked the board to a come along or whatever and pulled it tight, or clamped the fence to the board, or however it worked. Anyway, this works even though it's found out in the field, and the board was missing and the link here was broke. The link, I finally got the link out, took a round file, kind of filed this down a little bit, went to Lowe's, bought a stainless steel shackle, and then put a bigger shackle on it for the come along. Where's that come along? Okay, there it is. This is a come along I'm going to be pulling that barbless wire tight with. See, that one there is too small for this, but that one there is just right. So I stepped it up. I think this holds like, I'm not sure, a few hundred pounds of pressure, which is enough just to get that fence taut. You don't want it like super tight. You just want it kind of taut, kind of stiff. So anyway, don't tighten the shackles down tight all the way, because after you tighten them up, after you put some pressure on it, you won't ever be able to get it loose. So always leave that pin on the shackle just a little bit loose, where you'll be able to take it loose later. Here we go. My first thing y'all may notice is my wrap job here looks like crap, and it does. Brought the barbless wire around, nailed it, went over that. I should have put this fence on last, but I've really been debating on whether running this strand or not. And it was just like, I was debating it for so long. I put the panel on, then decided to run it. So lesson learned. So after I pulled it tight with a come along, twisted it, nailed it, I came in with these hog rings. There's a rancher guy on the forum who just said like hog rings, and so what I did was, these are some copper hog rings I got from Tractor Supply. I found out later It was like $3 and some odd cents for 100. I found out later that Lowe's sells a galvanized hog ring like 300 for the same price. And so of course copper is going to be expensive. That's all I knew what to get at the time, or that's all I knew where it was locally available at the time, was at Tractor Supply. But after I bought them, I found out that Lowe's carried them instead of copper. They're galvanized, but that's all right, because I've still got that whole side to do, and then that whole side, so I've still got 400 feet of wire to do. So after I got it pulled, whenever I had it pulled tight, I came in and pulled the slack up out of the wire, pulled the sag up, and tied these clips, T-post clips, but I didn't twist them. I just put them up there and just kind of snugged them to help pull the wire, pull the slack up out of the wire, and then pulled it tight with a come along, nailed it all down. Then I came back in and then I twisted the T-post clips, and I'm putting the hog rings on about every third vertical wire, or where the wire is pushed in. If the wire is pushed in, then I pull that slack out and put a hog ring on it. So I've got T-post, 1, 2, 3, hog ring, 1, 2, 3, hog ring, 1, 2, 3, hog ring, 1, hog ring, 1, 2, 3, hog ring, 1, 2, 3, hog ring, 1, 2, 3, hog ring, T-post. Then I'll take up after the T-post and keep going. It's very hot right now. We'll take a break. I've worked here in the shade. Well, that was shady. Anyway, be in the direct sunlight. We've got thunder in the distance, so I'm gonna go ahead and just take a break. But that's how I'm running that bottom strand. Now I'm thinking about coming up and running another strand about 23 inches up. This wire is 47 inches tall. Come up, run another strand, just high enough so where some goats can bump on that post and rub, where they're going to be, if they rub on the fence, that wire will help take some of the slack out, help tension the fence up. Some of y'all may be saying, you know, this sure is a lot of work. You know, this sure is a lot of work. And plus I may come in on the outside and put an electric hot wire around. I live in a very rural area. I'm talking very rural. There are foxes, coyotes, the occasional wolf, stray dogs, my cousin's dogs, my dogs, chicken hawks. I mean, there are just everything around here, everything. And so I'm building this pen with dogs in mind. Wild dogs, stray dogs, coyotes, foxes, whatever. So I'm probably going to come in, I'm thinking about putting a solar powered hot wire around it along with that bottom strand. You know, this chickens is something I want to protect. This is an investment for the future. And if I get goats in here, I want to protect them from dogs coming in and hurting them. But anyway, guys and gals, that's it for now. I'm going to take a break, and then I'm going to finish the T-post clips and the hog rings all the way down. And then I'm going to, for the next round, I'm going to go to Lowe's. And how you like my little bob wire carrier? 8-pound sledgehammer. I think that's about 20-inch handle or so. Just pick it up, carry it. Real easy for one person. So after I get this side done, after I get that side done, then it is 200 feet. We're hoping on starting on the chicken house in about 3 weeks. In about 3 weeks. That's a ramp to my little boy trailer I need to get back on there. Really my dad's little boy. I need to get that back on the trailer. That's how I brought these telephone poles in. Alright guys and gals, that's it for now. Just going to keep doing my little thing and keep y'all updated. I'll talk to y'all later.